Jesus often presents God in parables as a human being doing human things. For example, God's a father dealing with a wayward son. God's a shepherd caring for his sheep. God's a king whose son has been killed by his servants. God's a sower sowing seed. The parables are simple stories told in human terms to help us to know God, to know the world we live in, and to know ourselves. In today's parable from Matthew's Gospel, God's a farmer who has sown wheat into his field, but an enemy comes and sows weeds among the wheat. The farmer's servants are alarmed and puzzled by the discovery of the weeds in his wheat field. "Master, did you not sow good seed in your field? Where have the weeds come from?" they ask. "An enemy has done this," he says. "Do you want us to go and to pull them up?" they say. They're obviously frightened. They want to tackle the problem right away and get rid of it. And no, he says, if you pull up the weeds, you might uproot the wheat. Let them both grow together till the harvest, and I'll have my harvesters collect the weeds first and burn them, and then I'll gather the wheat into my barn. Simple story, isn't it? But it's about one of the great problems of life, the problem of evil. Where does evil come from? What can we do about it? You'll notice, first of all, how differently God, who is the farmer, and his servants, who are us, see things in the parable. There's a serenity in the farmer that's not in the servants. They're alarmed by what's happened. Something good has been spoiled, something probably ruined. And all of them have worked in those fields. A wheat field filled with weeds. What to do about it? Where does it come from? An enemy has done this. Let the wheat and the weeds grow to the harvest, and then we'll separate them, the farmer says. Again, you can hear confidence in the farmer. He knows the power of the wheat. It'll grow. He knows how good it is. Of course, the farmer is God, the creator of heaven and earth. Creation is God's wheat field. There's evil, sure, an enemy there. But God is stronger than evil. The enemy has no power over him or what he's created. He's the master of the harvest. And a good harvest will come, and the weeds won't prevent it. But again, we're like the servants. We question. What about sickness and death and injustice? We don't have the wisdom, the knowledge, the serenity, the confidence, the power of God to understand evil. And when we face it, we look for answers and solutions, persuasive answers and quick solutions. We don't like evil in all the forms it takes, especially intransigent evil. We don't like waiting for the harvest. So I suppose if we ask what message Jesus wishes us to learn from this parable, it's this: stay close to the one who knows the field. Try to see things as God sees them. Bring your questions, your fears, your uncertainty. They're inevitable. But bring them to God. You're God's wheat, an early saint was said. You're dear to God. You're ever close to him. So listen and put your trust in your Creator and in Jesus Christ, whom he has sent.